Steve Odierno's journey was one of enduring devotion to community, leadership, and education. A proud graduate of St. Joseph Regional High School's class of 1993, Steve returned to the place that helped shape him, not just to revisit memories, but to actively contribute to its future. Since 2019, he served his alma mater with distinction, first as director of the SJR Fund and Leadership Giving, and most recently as director of marketing. Throughout his tenure, he became much more than a professional figure. He was a mentor, a friend, and a symbol of what it means to give back with heart and purpose. Steve's return to St. Joseph Regional wasn't simply a career move, it was an act of devotion. His colleagues and students witnessed firsthand the warmth, loyalty, and selfless dedication he brought with him every day. Whether organizing alumni events or guiding students with gentle encouragement, Steve was a true embodiment of the SJR spirit. He didn't just speak of brotherhood, he lived it. A community comes together in remembrance. The SJR community, now united in grief, is also united in remembrance. In an official tribute the school shared, Steve was a devoted member of the SJR community whose love for our school and its mission was felt by all who knew him. He lived the spirit of brotherhood with warmth, loyalty, and heart. These words reflect the powerful imprint Steve left on the hearts of those around him. Plans to honor Steve's memory have been announced, inviting all who knew him to pay their respects. His wake is scheduled for Thursday, April 24, from 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock p.m. at Vanderplaat Funeral Home in Wyckoff, New Jersey. The funeral mass will follow the next morning, Friday, April 25, at 10:30 a.m. at St. Elizabeth's Church in Wyckoff. On Monday, April 28, a special mass will be held at St. Joseph Regional, where students will honor Steve by wearing dress shirts and ties, a gesture that reflects the dignity and respect he so rightly earned. Reflections from those who knew him best. The outpouring of love for Steve Odierno has been deeply moving. Friends and coworkers have shared tributes that illustrate the kind of man he was. One longtime friend wrote, "We lost one of the finest human beings ever to walk this earth. Steve treated others with compassion, but kept good humor in all he did. Rest in peace, Steve. It was an honor to know you." Another noted, "He was amazing and one of a kind, someone you could always count on." Such sentiments resonate across generations, from fellow alumni to current students, from coaching colleagues to parents. One message of sympathy expressed what so many feel: "Steve was such a kind and pleasant man. My deepest sympathies to the Odo family." These reflections are not just tributes, they are affirmations of Steve's enduring influence and irreplaceable presence. More than a professional, a guiding light, Steve Odierno's impact extended well beyond the boundaries of SJR. He was an accomplished graduate of both Boston College and Fordham University, and brought that same drive for excellence to his work in financial services and educational advancement. But no matter how far he advanced in his professional life, Steve remained anchored in his values: giving back, mentoring youth, and investing time in what mattered most. In his free time, Steve dedicated himself to coaching youth hockey and girls basketball, fostering the same principles of teamwork, resilience, and sportsmanship that he upheld in every other aspect of his life. Whether in a boardroom or on the court, Steve gave his all, and his positive influence continues to ripple through every young life he mentored. A devoted husband and father at the core of Steve's life was his family, who were his pride and joy. He is survived by his beloved wife, Marion Smith Odierno, and their two children, Stephen SJR class of 2023 and Catherine IHA class of 2025. His identity as a family man was inseparable from his public persona. His love, care, and commitment to his wife and children were known and admired by all who knew him. He built a home not just of bricks and mortar, but of values, warmth, and shared memories. His children, following in his footsteps at reputable institutions, carry forward his legacy of academic pursuit, athletic excellence, and heartfelt service. A legacy that lives on. Steve Odierno's passing leaves an immense void, but his legacy is far from gone. In the halls of St. Joseph Regional, in the lives of the students he mentored, and in the hearts of every friend, colleague, and family member, his memory lives on. His was a life that exemplified what it means to lead with integrity and to love with intention. As the SJR community and beyond gather to celebrate his life, they do so not only in grief but in gratitude. Gratitude for a man who gave so much of himself, who inspired so many, and who taught through example the true meaning of leadership, brotherhood, and kindness. May Steve Odierno rest in peace, and may his legacy continue to guide and inspire all who walk the path he so honorably paved.